I knew you were going to watch this video because of the title that I put in there. You are very instrumental. You're looking for ways that you can get someplace quickly. And the fact is all of academia is set up this way. If you talk to undergraduate students, they're not talking about what can I actually learn. They're talking about what grade can I actually get. And there's a real difference there. They're talking about what is the job that I'm possibly going to get in the best possible highest wage that I can get. And the way that I do that is I interact with the right people and I have superficial relationships with the right people. Now, the same thing happens within the academic game and academic research. It's all about how can I easily get a publication? What is the quickest way that I can get this publication? How can I get more publications that are easy? How can I get into the best universities with the least effort? I just got to interact with the right people, right? And I just have to have this sort of superficial relationship with the right people. And I don't have to do any work, and then everything's going to work out for me. You know, the truth is that stuff works. That's the reason why I put this title on this YouTube channel or on this video. It works. If I put something else on there, you're never going to watch it. So what do we do? What is the problem here? The problem is that all of those actions superficially lead you to look like you're performing well. You're good on paper. Everybody sort of says that this person is good on paper and it looks wonderful until you actually have a conversation with them and you realize that there's not very many layers to who they actually are. And you realize when push comes to shove, that's not going to be the person that you actually want to have around because they're just instrumental. There's really nothing behind them. And the real people that are doing real things, you understand what's going on. Everybody knows what's going on. You can see through it. This is human behavior to be very instrumental and only think about you in the short term. That's what it means to be a human, right? So what I want you to sort of think about, and instead of being so instrumental, is that how can I actually do good things that will actually turn into really good, impactful things in the future? This is a different question. This means you're going to have to do things in a very much different way, where you're going to have to build deep relationships that are not superficial. And as a consequence, because of deep relationships, you have to forego other relationships. You're going to have to spend a heck of a lot more time working on things than you would have, right? So to get those publications and sign in all of your fancy journals and all of those kind of things, it's easy to get publications. The simplest thing is to tweet. That is a publication. I can get many, many tweets out or many social media posts out. Those are publications, right? But to do a good job, to sit down and think about things thoroughly is far different. And it requires a completely different way of coming around the problem. Now, I know the reason that you do the instrumental stuff, the reason that you focus on what I can possibly get in the nearest term is because, A, we're taught that. That's what I teach in business school, and I'm extremely uncomfortable with that. I'm so uncomfortable with all of that kind of stuff because the basic understanding and where actual competitive advantage comes from, the thing that makes you better than somebody else, is not any of that instrumental stuff. And yet, this is what we teach. On the other side, this is how people actually get ahead in the real world. The institutions reflect all of this kind of stuff. So if you're to sit down and do good science and try your hardest and all of that kind of stuff, it's unlikely to be rewarded. And everybody knows that. That's why they do the instrumental stuff. Trust me, if you were to get good grades in university so that you can get into graduate school, guess what all students do? They take the courses that give them good grades, not the courses that benefit them the most. There's a difference. There's a big, big difference between that and what actually happens. So I know that nobody's going to listen to this, or a small fraction of the people that are going to listen to this. Many people, because you're instrumental, are going to only click the video and they're going to listen to the first 5 seconds of it and turn it off. That's what human behavior is all about. Being very instrumental, maximizing your time and all of the resources that you have to get the biggest bang for your buck. That's what human beings do. And if this seems cynical, it is. This is the real world. This is what actually happens. Nobody wants to put the effort in that's going to take a little bit more effort. It's going to be more difficult than what people were expecting it to be. Well, it's your choice at the end of the day. You're going to choose to be instrumental, try to cheat the system in all the possible ways that you can, or you can think about how you can actually become a better person and do better, more interesting, more in-depth things in the future. And it's going to take a fundamental shift in how you view the world. Problem is, you're instrumental. You're not going to shift the way that you see the world. You're just going to be yourself and become all that success as the world rewards you for all of that success. Good luck to you.